Alrighty. You may have wondered why you've told multiple people about what Troy hasn't quite been truthful about and why none of them took you seriously. You may also say, Link, you haven't come out with a whole ton of new stuff with your first two videos. We all knew this. Well, there's a reason why some of these Troy supporters will not take your stories seriously. First of all, they're likely to take me more seriously because they know for a fact that I've spent time with him personally and I've appeared in his videos over somebody that they've never seen, never heard, and quite frankly, don't trust. Whereas they're likely to trust me and realise that I'm a reasonable person, not some unknown username, and that helps quite a bit. Secondarily, there are so many baseless things out there about him. You know, I've heard one guy comes out with this thing. Apparently there's 3 different versions of this story this same guy has come out with, you know, involving him being on cocaine and doing computer work in California and driving from New York to California and from California back to New York in a weekend, as well as doing computer work. To drive that distance in one weekend and do computer work, even to drive that distance, you would have to be on crack to go from New York to California and back again in one weekend. Furthermore, they can't explain how he managed to survive over in Australia. We don't have cocaine here like we have it, but not like they have it in the US, because we don't just have a Mexico that we can smuggle it across. And, you know, the other one they come out with, you know, here's his criminal record, and it turned out to be a 26-year-old black guy. The more you come out with these baseless things that you can't prove, the more you know, they can't believe your stories. Once you come out with 1 or 2 falsehoods that you can't back up and can't prove and turn out to be bullshit, then you're just considered a bullshit artist and a liar. And they won't trust any other stories because it's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Then the other one is the parodies and the mocking, and I must admit some parody videos are bloody hilarious, but some of the other ones that just involve, you know, gay stuff and gay sex and all this sort of stuff, this harks back to the days of schoolyard bullying, and, you know, they'll just see you as a schoolyard bully without any real solid proof, just picking on him. And when you stoop to that level of sort of schoolyard style bullying, they can't take you seriously. The other thing is when you start swearing at them and calling them a fucking Troyvian, you know, and a dipshit and all this sort of stuff, well, they also can't take you seriously. All these things that you do will close down their ability to trust you. But I'm a figure that has been in with him personally. I'm a figure they already recognise and already have trust in. And the inevitable response you always get is denial. It's the way it always is. But over time they may come to realise it, so you've got to slowly, gently, simply explain it and have patience and show undeniable proof, as opposed to quacking on about driving all over the countryside in 48 hours and cocaine habits that, you know, can't be proven and stuff like that. You know, with all this stuff, it takes quite a bit to convert a loyal supporter to wake up, because they've actually got so used to listening to what Troy is saying and believing that over what they're seeing on the screen. Lawn tractor crash, anyone? Anyway, I just thought I'd make that video to point out why I'm not coming out with some miraculously riveting stuff in the first 5 minutes. But more things will be revealed as time goes on. Also, having been in cahoots with this guy, yes, members of his religious organisation do have my damn phone number, and I could do without any bullshit from them. And let's put it like this: if he doesn't know you and you don't really know him in depth, he doesn't know your address and stuff like that, you can get away pretty scot-free. He knows the whole lot with me, and this is the dangerous thing for me. So keep that in mind too. Anyway, there you go.